Senator Marco Rubio, welcome to Varney Co. Great to have you with us, sir.
Thanks for having me on.
Two candidates in the debate last night said that climate change was the greatest threat. What do you say about that, and what do you think is the greatest threat?
Well, I think that would be a shock to our national security folks that understand that the greatest threat is a combination of things. It's a lunatic in North Korea with nuclear weapons. It's the rapid expansion of Chinese military power, particularly in the South China Sea, the most important shipping lane in the world. It's the constant cyber intrusions against our government and our businesses from China, from Russia, from transnational criminal groups. It's a gangster in Moscow who's dividing Europe, threatening NATO, and now sowing instability in the Middle East. It's multiple radical jihadist groups across multiple continents who are even recruiting American social media. And it's the $150 billion that Iran is about to receive, which they're going to use to build a long-range missile and either buy or build a nuclear weapon. I think those are much more serious, especially in the short term, than any changes to the weather.
Does climate change appear on your radar screen as a threat at all?
Well, first of all, the climate has always been changing. There's never been a time when the climate has been the same over and over again. The climate is always changing. The fundamental issue for a policymaker is how much of it is due to human activity and what laws or policy can we do to affect it. And here's the bottom line. All the proposals they send to us are proposals that by their own admission of the advocates would do nothing, absolutely nothing to have an impact on the climate, but would have a dramatic impact on our economy. And so that's why I can't support those ideas. By their own admission, they don't do anything to change climate in a better direction, but they will have an immediate impact on the cost of living in America, on the cost of doing business and creating jobs in America. And that's why I can't support their proposals. Now, if there's impacts to climate that are measurable, sure, Miami Beach is having flooding issues, and that's why I'm for issues to adapt to that. I want America to lead the world in energy efficiency, and including in the renewables and solar and wind, but we're crazy if we don't fully utilize the oil and natural gas at our disposal, especially natural gas, which is a very clean fuel.
There was very little talk last night about stimulating the private sector, about renewing growth in the economy and restoring prosperity. In 30 seconds, can you tell us what is your growth plan?
Well, the growth plan begins by recognizing that the private sector is what creates growth, not government spending. I heard one of the candidates say we have to get the economy growing again by building more roads and more bridges and things of this nature. Those are important infrastructure projects, but that's not going to grow the economy. You grow the economy by making America the easiest and the best place in the world to create jobs, start businesses, and expand businesses. And that's why I've proposed comprehensive ideas on tax reform, regulatory reform, entitlement reform, repealing and replacing Obamacare, fully utilizing our energy resources, and modernizing our higher education system. If we can do that, we're going to have an economic renaissance in America, not just a recovery. But you're not going to achieve that through just more government policies that grow the debt and make it harder, not easier, to do business in this country.
Bill Clinton reportedly said, we've got to destroy him, that's you, before he gets off the ground. Any comment?
Well, I anticipate that's what their specialists at. The Clinton campaign and the Democratic Party are specialists at the personal destruction of individuals. They've done this for years. But we're going to continue with our policies and our ideas. We're going to continue to run a positive campaign. We're going to point out the differences between my opponents, both in the primary and in the general election. And here's the bottom line. Hillary Clinton is a relic of the past. Her ideas are all ideas from the 20th century, the mid-20th century. They don't work anymore. We are going to be the party of the future. We're going to be the party that shows the American people how we can achieve a new American century.
We see your schedule. You're on the go from the crack of dawn till midnight every day of the week. What makes you, what drives you? What is you, why are you running? Why are you putting yourself through the ringer like this?
Because America isn't just the country I was born in. It's the nation that literally changed the history of my family. It gave me the opportunity to be anything my talent and my work would take me, would allow me to be. And that's an opportunity my parents didn't have. This was possible because of this country and because of the sacrifices my parents made. So I'm running for president because I want America to still be a place where people can do for their children what my parents did for me. I want the American dream not just to survive, but to reach more people and change more lives than ever before. And that's what keeps me going. I do not want my children to inherit a country worse off than the one my parents left for us.
All right, there you have it. Marco Rubio.